Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hearthstone. We are still streaming over here. We've just finished the tutorial. I did go and buy 40 packs, and you can buy them with stuff you earn in-game with this sort of gold currency here. 100 gold will get you one pack, but I wanted to accelerate things. However, before I go and open those and start building deck, I wanted to try one of the practices that I'm being prompted to do here, which should allow me to unlock a hero. So I'll use the mage deck here. I'm going to choose the Druid because I used to play Druid as basically my biggest main in World of Warcraft. He was my main raider because he could do everything. He can tank, he can DPS, he could heal. So let's play against the Druid and then see how we can do and then unlock him. Yeah, and then the sound's probably too loud. I'll have to turn it down again.
I must protect the wild.
Actually, it might be okay now that we're in game. Probably is. So now I can finally do the starting hand swappy-doo. I could discard the more expensive cards since it'll be a few rounds before I can play them. I think I'll keep a polymorph around as a backup. I'm going to get rid of the Nightblade. Hopefully just get something a little bit cheaper. I like having the Murloc Raider start with, and I certainly like to be able to draw some cards. Some people are saying drop all but Murloc, which might be a good play, you know, hopefully get more cheap early game plays. And I got a coin. 1 green, 1 mana crystal this turn only. Why does that come up? I see that sometimes. I don't know how that works. Does the second player get the coin automatically? I haven't gotten the source of that. Sound should be okay now, I think. Some people are saying maybe still a bit loud. Oh yeah, I guess so. Alright. So, I don't need a mana crystal this... Oh, I could. I suppose I could Bloodfin Raptor out, but I think it's fine. We're going to start with the Murloc. Is there a hand size limit? Probably. I'm assuming it's something like a 7 or something. Wait, what? How'd you attack me? Oh! Oh, shapeshift. Oh, that's your special. So I can blow people up and you can shapeshift. Gotcha. Which just gives you +1/+1. Alright, well you know what? You did that kind of instead of casting a spell. And my Raptor will be fine. So let's do that. Arcane Missile for direct damage. I guess that is pretty good, but I still like the idea of, you know, using it to clear the board. I'm hoping if it kills someone, if something's a 1/1 like this, you know what? I'm going to find out. I'm going to Magic Missile now. Can more than one Magic Missile hit this one? That's what I'd like to know. So this is a test. This is actually, I don't consider this to be a good move. I'm simply casting it to see what's going to happen. Well, I guess that wasn't conclusive. That didn't disprove it, but it didn't prove that it couldn't hit this one more than once. Okay, yeah, good. It sounds like it's working the way that I'm imagining it. So again, I don't think this is a good move either, but I want to accelerate things, so I'm going to coin and draw some cards with Arcane Intellect. And go. I'm going to have lots of options for next turn. Well, I actually don't want to use the Polymorph, so I'm happy that I got the Shield Master. Although I guess I would have drawn it anyway. Wild Growth, gain a Mana Crystal. Nice. And the armor's actually very nice there, too. And does that linger? No, it must go away. No, it sticks around. +1 attack this turn, +1 armor. Oh, the armor's just there. Because it's the +1 attack that's this turn. Alright, the Druid ability is confusing me quite a bit. Alright, let's get down the Shield Master, so at least he won't be able to attack me directly, and that's going to be enough damage back to penetrate his armor. Armor is permanent, like temp HP. Oh! It's not just -1 from every attack, it's just -1 from the next attack, basically. Okay, that makes me feel a lot better. This guy is big and beefy. Oh, we don't have enough to Fireball and Fire Blast him, which is unfortunate. He's going to have to attack Sen'jin no matter what, and then I could Fireball him next turn, so I guess that would be okay. But what would be much, much better is polymorphing him. Why was I even debating anything else? God, I'm already being bad at this game. Alright, let's start the beatdown.
Job's done.
And there you go. Yeah, the armor does go away. Neat mechanic. Corehound. Good thing I've got a lot of polymorphs. Holy cow. And again, he doesn't have taunt, so it's not quite as brutal as one might think. But jeepers. It's polymorph. And I don't think it's worth killing him with this or that. Although I gotta do something. I don't have to do anything. I can wait. I can hold on to these cards. It's only 1/1. I mean, I guess he's going to be doing some damage to Sinjin. Innervate. Gain 2 mana crystals this turn only. Ooh, that looks pretty good. 8 health! Bastard! What a jerk face. Alright, 7 mana. I could Fireball and Fire Blast, and I think that's probably a decent idea. He has 2 cards to get rid of 1. Or no, it's only 1 card, and the ability. 1 card to get rid of that fatty. Yeah, he doesn't have Taunt. But I think that's a good idea. I like how it's drag. It's not click, have the mode change, and then click somewhere else. It's just drag to the target. Feels really good. Got that shapeshift. He's taking 1 less every time, and he's plunking away. Well, actually, he's not even attacking you. Now there's a taunt guy. 2 taunt guys. There you go. He's attacking. He's going to take a little bit of damage back. But not that much, thanks to his armor. I think I'd like to... I think I'm going to Arcane Intellect and Nightblade. I'm going to find out if there's anything... Well, we're going to go up to 7. That's still okay. Another Nightblade.
They'll never know what...
And I suppose I'll go ahead and attack these guys. Doesn't really matter either way.
Job's done.
I mean, I couldn't have attacked him because they have taunt. Oh, that's annoying. Stupid elves. Alright, after this, we definitely open some packs. Although I don't think I can construct a deck until I've unlocked everything. Or at least play competitively until I've unlocked everything, I'm not sure. Alright, 9 mana. So I think a 5 and a couple of 2s is what's called for. It would be very nice if there was a way for me to not lose my Nightblade. Oh, and there is. I can Arcane Explosion twice, and then Fire Blast to clear the board, keeping my... and not have to worry about getting my Nightblade attack next turn. That would cost me 6 mana. And then I could still drop, say, a Novice Engineer. Yeah, yeah. Boom. 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 And, I mean, I could have attacked in any order, I suppose, but... Drop that, get another card. Maybe I don't need as much card draw as I'm depending on, but I like having the options. And I do have a pretty deep mana pool at this point. And he's basically out of cards, so I've done a pretty good job eliminating most of the threats. He's got no action this turn. 10 mana. So... First, let's start off with the attack.
You're sure?
Boulder Fist Ogre. The Snapjaw is not as damage dealy as if I just went River Crocolisk and Bloodfen Raptor. So unless he's got a big AoE board clear in his hand, I should be in pretty good shape to potentially even kill him next round. I haven't done the math here. 10, 13, 16. He's got the 1 temporary hit point, but I think I can finish him. Oh. He's not even going to be able to kill anyone off the board there. That was an interesting decision. And I've got a Fireball.
Oh, if you're sure.
Almost need an attack all button here. It's nice that I can kind of queue up the moves though. Well, ish. Alright! And we've unlocked the Druid. Do I have to go and unlock everyone before I make anything cool? 2 of 9 heroes now unlocked. Some more cards. 2 of 10 mage cards unlocked. Ah. I really will want to unlock a lot of cards, although if they're mage specific then it's less bad. Now I can play as the Druid. Maybe I should just play 1 game as each one and keep unlocking the whole set that way. Okay, what are the other modes? Ah, the arena is a special mode. Yeah, yeah. Play against opponents of equal skill. Okay. Let's go. I'd promised to open some packs. Quest log. Current progress. Next reward at level 4. So I don't think the hero levels actually do anything in-game, but they give you cards every time you unlock them, so that it still effectively increases your strength. I think there is a button to unlock to open everything, but I don't want to do that. Do I click here? Ah, click and drag. And then open and get the cool animation. I think there is a way to just like bulk open it and also bulk reveal, but let's do it one at a time. Let's see what the cards are. That is not as oh, one casting cost, taunt with 4 health. I mean, he doesn't do damage back, but I guess he does what he's supposed to do as a shield bearer. Ice Lance. Now, these borders mean things. Oh no, it's the gem. So these are both commons. This is a everyone can use this guy, and this is a mage only card. Well, I guess it says the class underneath it. All classes, Battlecry, friendly minion, +2 attack this turn. Abusive Sergeant, God, what a name. Flesh-eating ghoul, whenever a minion dies. Oh, and whenever another minion dies, this gains +1 attack, I think, permanently. So it'd go to 3/3, 4/3, well, less any damage it takes. Rare. There's the rare. The start, Demolisher, costs 3. At the start of your turn, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Now that sounds really handy, especially at first. I mean, I don't know how well all these cards scale. Like, I don't know the metagame, right? So, drag another one in here. And yeah, definitely I want to go through practice and unlock all the free cards, because that'll give you a pretty good card pool to get started. Oh, did we get a rare right away on the first pull? Charge, Battlecry, give your opponent a mana crystal. I guess he's cheap, he does a lot of damage, and he does charge, so interesting. Acolyte of Pain, whenever this minion takes damage, draw a card. Scavenging Hyena, whenever a friendly beast dies, gain +2/+1 permanently. Thralmar Farseer has Wind Fury. I don't know what that does, and it's not giving me the mouse over at this point. There we go, another rare. Whenever a character is healed, gain +2 attack. Now she's squishy, she's not going to be around very long. But that's actually very cool. You could potentially build a combo around that. Again, I don't know how much like sort of healing and whatever is about. I feel like this is too squishy to ever become powerful. But it's interesting. Alright, let's go, let's open 5 and then see what we can look at in deck building. We're going to save the others. We're going to do it slowly and tantalizingly. So this knight comes in with a squire. 4/4 for 5, and he brings in a 2/2 squire. Again, I got to look at everything side by side. I know that the hunter's got all these different like secrets and traps and things that he can trigger when people attack him. Warrior card, deal 1 damage to a minion and give it +2 attack. Oh, that's interesting, because you could use it for removal, but you can also, like if something only has 1 health, but you can also use it, because it doesn't specify your minion. But then, of course, you can use it on your own minions to give it a boost. Dark Iron Dwarf, give a minion +2 attack. Rare. And my rare is the Cold Light Oracle. Each player draws 2 cards. Curious. Might be good in a more of a weenie-oriented deck, where you're going to like burn through your cards very, very quickly. It still makes me very uncomfortable, though. Stealth. I believe when they come in as stealth, they can't be attacked or targeted, but once they attack, it breaks stealth. I think that's true. Cult Master. Whenever one of your minions dies, draw a card. Now that is really cool. Okay, though again, you'll probably get targeted for death pretty damn fast. I guess you need a lot of taunt creatures. Starfall. Now that is great. 5 damage to a minion or 2 damage to all enemy minions. I love that sort of choice. It's going to be good in so many different situations. It's obviously pricey, but I like that. I could potentially do with like a lot of Starfalls. What's the maximum in a deck? 2? 3? Ice Barrier. As soon as your hero is attacked, gain 8 armor as a secret for a mage. Oh, now that's cool. Cool. Ice Barrier. When an enemy minion attacks, return it to its owner's hand, and it costs 2 more. The Freezing Trap. All right, one more deck, and then we'll fool around some more. I don't know if we can do deck construction quite yet. We might do some more practice rounds, then unlock some things. Urgent Squire, Divine Shield. I don't know what that does. Taunt, Enrage, +3. I don't know what Enrage does. See? We gotta look at these things. It doesn't... Oh, there we go. It does mouse over. I didn't think it was. Ah, the first time this minion takes damage, ignore it. Okay. Enrage. While damage this minion has... Oh, so if it takes any damage at all, it's gonna get +3 attack. Which is potent with a taunt because it does mean you probably will take damage. Now, you might die, but that's alright. So yeah, stealth. Can't be attacked or targeted until it deals damage. I like the Jungle Panther. Squishy, but it's got stealth, so it doesn't really matter. It's going to survive until it can attack the next round at least. Rampage. Give damage minion +3/+3, and that is permanent. And the rare is the Imp Master. At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to this minion and summon a 1/1 Imp. Okay. I like that it does incentivize people to attack that guy even though he doesn't have taunt. Alright, so that's 5 cards. Let's go and see what we can do. Custom deck with your favorite cards. Again, I don't know if I've got enough stuff to really do the job there. Druid specific cards. Neutral cards? What are these numbers? Oh, new cards of that type, perhaps. So I got lots of mage ones, obviously, because I've unlocked that set. And I've got a fair amount of druid ones, I think because of the same reason, because I've unlocked that set. Or unlocked that character. I assume he came with a certain amount of cards. But I'm mostly going to have to keep playing mage right now, actually. I guess we've got all the neutrals. I suspect that it's a little too early to be crafting. I think I should probably finish all of the practice modes first. Let's see. Let's go into the mage one anyway. So mage specific cards. So I only have the 1 page of mage specific stuff. Okay. Yeah, like what? There's not going to be any intelligent decisions to make, other than perhaps the fact that there are quite a few neutral characters around. There's not even going to be any cool combos. It's just going to be taking a bunch of cost-effective stuff and kind of throwing it together. Now, I'm going to go back and finish clearing all the practice mode people. And I may do it all as the druid, actually, to unlock more stuff. The full 20 of 20 druid cards. And it is just with the basic deck, so I don't get to customize this. So I have to unlock everything with the basic deck, so it doesn't make sense to start constructing anything yet. And yeah, I can't arena yet. And the arena is cool, because the arena is kind of like a draft sealed deck kind of construct mode, which I'm a big fan of. So, should we start from the top and work our way down? No, because I'm gonna go and beat the next deck with whatever I've opened here just to see. It doesn't unlock more cards for the druid. I keep going back and forth. All right, let's just play. Let's go hunter. Druid versus hunter. Classic battle. The animal king versus the guy who kills animals.
Malfurion versus Rexar. Let the hunt begin. I must protect the wild.
Well, I guess healing touch will send me over my maximum, but it hardly seems like a priority. Lord of the Arena is way too expensive. It'd be nice to have a 2. You know what? We don't need healing touch right now. Let's go ahead and toss all this out. Hopefully we can get a casting cost 2. Oh, we're at 0. Oh, lots of enervates. So, turn 1 Nightblade?
Ready for action.
Worth it? And a coin. Hold on. Turn 1 Lord of the Arena. And people are saying you can't go over 30. Okay. Whatever. Let's do it. It strikes me the same as like starting with 2 Black Lotuses in terms of level of silliness. The top 3 cards of your deck, draw 1, discard the other. Cool ability. I like that. Arcane Shot, 2 damage. I did quite a lot of damage. But now we can start beating him down. Steady shot, 2 damage to enemy hero only, not minion. So it's a bit of a clock if he's got extra mana, but he can't use it to gain board control. Deals 1 damage everywhere, or anywhere. I think it's a good idea to get a couple of creatures down, even though I can't battle cry an enemy, like a creature. Alright, let's attack him. We'll just see if we can't kill him as quickly as possible. Hit him. And charge as well.
Job's done.
All that innervate doesn't seem... I mean, we did blow through a lot of cards to get it done, but it was pretty damn strong. Oh, that's an awkward amount of hit points left there. Alright, let's... because I don't want to lose my Lord of the Arena, so let's shapeshift.
For the wild.
Attack him. And attack. And attack.
Farewell.
And then hit him for 6. I mean, we used a lot of stuff to get that done. But I think that's okay. We will lose him next turn. But this one doesn't have taunt, which means I can just ignore him. Claw. Give your hero +2 attack this turn and 2 armor. Oh, so it's like a better shapeshift and cheaper, although it does cost me a card. So let's start off by attacking the hunter. We can even silverback gorilla, which means... Oh, I think he's got his choice of which taunt creature to attack. I assume. It's the only thing that makes sense. Drop a claw, and then attack him.
Job's done.
I hope you like my invention.
Novice Engineer. I do like the Novice Engineer. He can charge me all he wants, I suppose. I'll probably just keep focus firing on him, even though it's only 1 hit point left. Boulder Fist Ogre, a little too expensive. Nightblade, not too expensive. Yeah, let's just keep beating him down. They're not going to be able to kill the Nightblade, which means I'm in good position to finish him off next turn. I don't know if I'll ever end up playing the Hunter. I mean, I'll probably play a little bit of everything, especially once I get in the arena. Multi-shot. 3 damage to 2 random enemy minions. That I'm a little less happy about. And by a little less, I mean, god damn it.
Job's done.
At least we can ogre him a little bit. And I don't think he can kill the Boulder Fist Ogre, although he does have a taunt creature out. If I can draw a claw or something, that would... Oh! Okay, so he just committed suicide. Alright, I guess that works. He could have lived for another turn if he hadn't sacrificed his taunt creature. I mean, probably. So we leveled up, unlocked a new hero, unlocked some new cards. Yeah, Starfires. Oh, Starfire as opposed to Starfall. Still good. First Blood, complete a game in play mode. Oh, I got a quest. So what do the quests give you? Like bonus cards? Oops, that's not what I want to do. We're not opening packs yet. Sorry, just a tease. Quest log. Oh, it's going to give us a pack if we finish that. Well, it's too early to do that. Well, I suppose I could open tons and tons and tons and tons of packs and then start building something in play mode. Does it say I have to win? I have to complete. I don't have to win. I only have to complete. Alright, tell you what. Now that we've got 3 dudes open and a fair amount of flexibility available to us based on what we draw, let's put a cut in this video and then come back and open all 35 packs. And then build a deck and then play. Actually, you know what? Let's open the rest of the packs in this video. The next video will be construction, which will take a while. And then after that, we'll play a game. And then we'll see where we want to go from there. All right, open some packs. Yeah, I think there is a quicker way to do it. I'm sure there is. Although, this way, at least I read all the cards. Destroy a minion with an attack of 7 or more. Oh, so this just kills anything that's big. That seems awfully specific. 2 random demons from your deck in your hand. Now that's cool. Another rare. Your other pirates have +1/+1. So this is a pirate type card. Oh, maybe we should make a pirate deck. Are there ninjas? Earth Shock, silence a minion, then deal 1 damage to it. And silence removes all card text and enchantments. Oh, permanently. I mean, or, you know, potentially unless something else can purge the silence. I don't know. Wind Fury can attack twice each turn. Okay. Overload X. You have X less mana next turn. Oh, so this is a turn 1 drop. That, you know, for example, a turn 1 drop. On turn 2, I will have 0 mana. But in the meantime, it'll be able to attack twice for 3. Assuming the other guy doesn't drop something with taunt at level 1, then I should be in really good shape. Cool, alright. What else we got? Master Disguise. Give a friendly minion stealth. And quite tough, actually. Put 2 random demons from your deck in your hand. Oh, the Sense Demon again. When he gets hurt, he gets +3 attack. We've seen some of these. We've seen that. So now it's going to become more about just seeing the rares. I mean, we haven't seen all the commons yet. They're also legendaries. I don't know if you get them from these. I think you can. Minion. Friendly minion, 3 health. A lot of heal. Very expensive, although he's pretty beefy dude as well. The rare is Cold Light Oracle. Oh, this guy again. This Murloc. Still, when we make our Murloc deck, which is going to be all weenies anyway, so the card draw will be quite helpful. Demon Fire. Deal 2 damage to a minion. If it's a friendly demon, give it +2/+2 instead. I like the flexibility of that. Abomination, Taunt, Death Rattle. Death Rattle, so when it dies, it will do 2 damage to all characters. So that's characters, not minions, I assume. Or does it include minions? It might include absolutely everything in the game, including your own stuff, of course. Fen Creeper, just got Taunt. Flame Ant deals 2 damage to your hero when it comes in, but it's cheap and relatively tough. Yeah, characters includes everyone, minions and heroes. Give friendly minion a Divine Shield, that's cool. Choose one. Give your minions, all minions, +1/+1. Or summon a 3/2 Panther. I like that. So whether you've got a bunch of people or you don't have any at all. Circle of Healing. Costs 0, restores health. I mean, doesn't give it, like, 4 health. So it only brings them up to the max. Knife Juggler is the rare. After you summon a minion, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. He only costs 2. That sounds really good. Another rare. Blizzard. Deal 2 damage to all enemy minions and freeze them. Freeze them makes them lose their next attack. Expensive, but good. Cone of Cold. Freeze a minion and the one next to it. And the minions next to it. Okay. So if there are 3, you'd want to do the one in the middle. So many packs to undo. Cone of Cold, we've seen that. Light Spawn. This minion's attack is always equal to its health. So it starts as a 5/5 and then a 4/4, 3/3, 2/2, 1/1 as it takes damage. Angry Chicken! Obviously, I'm going to have to make a deck with the Angry Chicken. The problem is, it gets +5 to attack when it's enraged, but it only starts with 1 health. So you've got to find a way to increase its health and then have it take damage, but not die, and then it gets the enrage. I'll have to use it at some point, but man. Eye for an Eye is a secret for paladins. When your hero takes damage, deal that much damage to the enemy hero. Thought Steal. Copy 2 cards from your opponent's deck and put them in your hand. And there's no... That's interesting, right? Because there's no colored mana or anything like that. So even if you steal spells from, like, a mage, you could use them. I assume there's some spells, like some of the... Like the Warlock one that, you know, grabs 2 random demons from your deck. Well, is it 2 random demons from your deck, or is it just 2 random demons, period? In which case it might still be useful for you. I mean, what it is, it's 1 card that gives you 2, but it's not necessarily something that synergizes well with you. Mage, when an opponent plays a minion, summon a copy of it. And it's a secret, so they don't know what you've put down. So they don't know if it's this or your ice barrier. And whatever else, other types of secrets the mages might have. Betrayal, an enemy minion deals its damage to the minion next to it. That's probably really decent card removal, actually. Taunt, Enrage, oh yes. The rare is another one of these freaking Cold Light Oracles. Now, again, there is a maximum that you can put into your deck. So if you end up with more cards, and it's not used up, right? So let's say I own 2 Cold Light Oracles, and I put 2 in a deck. I can still put 2 in another deck. I could have 10 different decks, each one of them have these 2 oracles. It doesn't get sort of used up that way. So any excess that I have, I can convert into gold dust, I think, which allows me to get other cards. I'm not sure what the crafting mechanic is entirely, but we'll see. We'll see soon enough. So many oracles. Starfall. Okay, I like the Starfall for my potential druid deck. I don't know how many druidy things I've actually drawn. Although you're only getting 5 per deck, so there's a limit to how many of anything you're going to draw. 1 card for each damaged character. That's cool. And character. So that would include your hero and the other guy's hero, assuming anything has happened at all in the game. So at the very least, it should most times be worth at least 2 cards, but it could be a lot more. Temple Enforcer again. Ironbeak Owl, which I like. Woo! That is a heavy-duty taunter. And combined with some heal? Well, this is actually give. It's not even a heal, but this is someone who could actually really use some healing ability. Another Starfall. All right. Oh, he's new. Dread Corsair. Taunt and costs 1 less per attack of your weapon. I haven't drawn a single weapon yet, and I believe weapons are pretty good. Vaporize. I like the name of it. When your minion attacks a hero... Oh, when a minion attacks your hero, destroy it. Cool. What did that say? Is this a... I missed the text because I had my volume too low. Is this like a unique, a legendary something or other? Gold rare. Oh, you just goldy, just extra style. It's like a foil, yeah. All right, so you could get this in a non-gold version as well, right? It just looks fancier. After you cast a spell, deal 1 damage to all minions. All minions, including your own. Okay. That is pretty wild. I got lots of secrets as mages. Unleash the hounds. Give your beast +1 attack and charge. Vaporize. Oh yeah. Hey! Finally, an epic. An epic destroy a Murloc and gain +2/+2. I need more Murlocs, clearly. Dire Alpha Wolf. Okay. Spellbreaker. Silence of the minion. Temple Enforcer. We got lots of those. We got way too many Temple Enforcers at this point. I think we'll be dusting some of them. We'll figure out how the crafting system works. Destroy a random enemy minion. That's gonna work out pretty good most of the time, I think. Circle, yeah, see, Circle of Healing and some of those high toughness guys. I don't know. And this is fine. Probably not as good as the Engineer. Although, frankly, I'm not sure that 1 health versus 2 health makes much of a difference most of the time, and I'd rather take the 2 attack over the 1 attack. You don't get the card as quick. Eviscerate. Deals 2 damage. And if you have the combo, if you've already played a card this turn, you deal... Dang. That sounds really good. Rare is a Defender of Argus. He's got Taunt and a Battle Cry, where he gives... And that's a permanent bonus. When he comes in, he gives adjacent minions +1/+1. Not while he's there, but when he comes into play. I like that. Blade Fury. Flurry. As a rogue, destroy your weapon, deal its damage to all enemies. So that's the enemy hero and all his goons. +2 health. Choose one. Charge or +2 health and taunt. Pricey, because there are 4/4s for 4. There's a 4/4 for 5, although I guess he can come in as either a 4/6 with Taunt, or a 4/4 with Charge. I like the Druid of the Claw. I like him a lot. Although here's a 5, that's a 7/6, although your minions cost 3 more. Interesting. I mean, it seems like people don't necessarily live that long, so he's going to do a lot of damage for a little while and probably not cost you that much. I don't know. Blood Imps. And this, super good. He's stealth, so as long as he doesn't attack, he's not going to take... He can't be targeted or attacked. He could probably get hit by things that say, like, all enemy minions take 1 damage, for example. But other than that, like, all your other minions get +1 health. It's cool, man. I'm definitely going to do a Warlock deck at some point. Defender of Argus, I've gotten one of those before. Draw a card for each damage character, yeah. Another rare, Shadow Madness. Gain control of enemy minion with 3 or less attack until the end of the turn. Can they attack? Probably. This is a priest or paladin secret. When one of your minions dies, return it to life with 1 health. Oh, that's cool. Do all classes have secrets? So far I've seen them for 3. Hunter, Mage, Paladin. I don't know if I've seen them for anyone else yet. Aldor, Peacekeeper. Change an enemy minion's attack to 1. Very nice. I mean, dependent ideally of having, you know, the right thing on the board. Oh, we haven't seen the Young Dragonhawk before. Attack twice each turn. I mean, he's only a 1/1, but 4/1. So effectively, he's a 2/1. If you could combo a bunch of Wind Fury creatures with things that give +1 attack, well, obviously not this, because that would kill it. When he's enraged, he would gain Wind Fury and +1 attack. So he'd become a 4 whatever, because he's taking damage. I don't know how often that enrage mechanic works. I mean, it probably won't work for more than a round anyway, because if you're taking damage on something that's enraged, I bet you... Gold uncommon, or foil uncommon. Power of the Wild. Oh, another one of those. Good. Mortal Strike. Deal 4 damage. If your hero has 12 or less health, deal 6 damage instead, so it becomes kind of a fireball. Snipe. When your opponent plays a minion, deal 4 damage to it. This I like a lot. I can see a bunch of snipes being incredibly annoying. Yeah, I mean, you're sort of trading card for card, and potentially it's going to be eaten by something crappy. But it's pretty effective, cost-effective damage anyway. Ice Lance. Freeze a character. If it was already frozen, deal 4 damage to it. Oh yeah, next attack. Interesting. Really needs combo with more frosty stuff, obviously. And we've gotten the Blizzard, and we've gotten the Cone of Cold, I think. Another Eviscerate. Seen that. Choose a minion. Whenever it attacks, draw a card. Well, that's quite cool. Explosive Trap. Although, is this ever going to give you more than, say, 2 cards? That's pretty unlikely, I'd say. I mean, it could happen, but it does seem relatively unlikely, because that card's going to become a Lightning Rod. Although, I guess you use it on the right card, and you're a Paladin, maybe you've got other abilities that can help defend it. Oh, that deals 2 damage to all enemies. Wow. Battlecry, give a minion +2 attack. Epic! Earth Elemental. Taunt and Overload. Oh, right, the increased cost with the Shaman. But a 7/8 for 5 with Taunt would bring you down from 5 to 2, or, you know, from 8 to 5, or whatever. But it seems pretty damn strong. Secret Keeper. Whenever a secret is played, it gains +1/+1. You need a lot of secrets, obviously, to make it really support. Although it works. Hang on. It's not just your secrets. It includes secrets against that your opponent plays, and it's a 1/2 for 1, which is not horrible. I mean, it's not necessarily as good as, I was going to say, a draw card, but that engineer is a 1/2 for 2 that draws a card. I like Secret Keeper. I don't know if she's any good long term, but it's cool. Another Druid of Claw, which I was keen on. The returning a friendly minion to your hand is actually quite nice because damage is permanent, so you can bring something back that's taken a lot of hits. Give your minion stealth until your next turn. Silence a minion. Another flame imp. Oh no, that's new. Oh right, deal 2 damage to your hero, but comes in for some fast damage. Slam, that's new. 2 damage to a minion. If it survives, draw a card. So either you're killing a card, in which case you're getting a 1-for-1, or you're not killing a card, but you're still getting a card back. So nice card efficiency on Slam. Mana rare is Nourish, Druid. Gain 2 mana crystals. Now it costs 5 already, so it's not really accelerating your mana curve that much. Although, you could innervate to get Nourish a little quicker and gain 2 mana crystals permanently at then. Or draw 3 cards, which is really... Oh, that's really good. And the fact that it's a choice is fantastic. I have to believe that's a good card. Mirror Entity... Oh yes, we've seen that secret. SI-7 Agent. It's a rogue-only card combo, so if you've already played a card this turn, it does this. I guess the same as a Battle Cry. It deals 2 damage to whatever, I assume. Another Blood Imp. And Demon Fire. I think that's... No, we have 1 Demon Fire at this point. So that's our second one. Battle Rage. Right. Rare is Questing Adventurer. Whenever you play a card, it gets +1/+1. Now, it's a 2/2 for 3, which is not great. And if you play it on turn 3, there's a good chance it's going to get blown up before it can power up. Because at that point, I mean, there's a good chance that your opponent has stuff on the board already that can probably clean this up. But if you draw it a little bit later in the game, you can cast this and then instantly cast a spell, or maybe 2 cheap ones. Leper Gnome. Death Rattle deals 2 damage to the enemy hero. It's a 2-1-for-1 that is guaranteed to deal 2 extra damage to the hero. I like him. Cult Master. Whenever one of your minions dies, draw a card. Yeah, one of the other minions. So not himself. And he's kind of squishy. I'm sure there's a room for him in a specialized kind of deck, but my instincts are that he's not ideal. Scavenging Hydra. Yes, we've seen him. The rare is Gadgetzan Auctioneer. Whenever you cast a spell, draw a card. And he'd be hard to kill in a single attack. So you're looking at a 4/4 for 5, which I feel is not super strong cost-wise, but he will probably net you at least 1 more card. And if you really time it properly, you're going to get even more from him. Sorcerer's Apprentice. Your spells cost 1 less. I have to assume... Now, spells... I assume that doesn't include minion cards. I think that's probably just spells. I assume. Yeah, not minions. Shadow Flame. Destroy a friendly minion and deal its attack damage to all enemy minions. Like it. Friendly minion, Divine Shield. That can probably be very handy, especially if you drop it on someone who's got Taunt. Thought Steal, we've seen before. Yeah, copy 2 cards, put them in your hand. I like this, I think. I'd certainly experiment with a priest deck with lots of Thought Steals. Has charge while you have a weapon equipped. I still have not gotten a weapon, but I just got an epic. Gore Howl. He's a 7... Wait. This is a weapon! Oh, derp! It's a weapon. I'm like, wait a minute, there's something different here. It's a weapon with 1 durability. Okay, so here's how this would normally work, right? You pay 7, you get it down. This gives your hero the ability to attack and deal 7 damage. If you attack the other hero, and this is the durability, this is how many times you can use this before it just goes away. So you can attack the enemy hero once for 7, and that would be it. But if this special text here is if you're attacking a minion instead, the durability doesn't go down, but the attack does. So you can basically one-shot a minion for a few turns, and then, I don't know, then maybe you'd attack the enemy hero. This strikes me as a very good card. Strikes me as very good. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, hell, it's the only weapon I've got at this point. Warrior only, though. Holy Fire. Pre-spell. Deal 5 damage, restore 5 health to your hero. And I like that it's not 5 damage to the enemy hero and then gain some health. I mean, that would be more of a lifesteal effect. It's expensive, but it's half-decent removal. Whenever you play a card with Overload, gain +1/+1. Oh, that's cool. Are all the Overload effects Shaman-based? I hadn't noticed. But that's what I'm starting to think. So you play the Unbound Elemental, and then you drop a Lightning Bolt, dealing 3 damage for 1, which strikes me as pretty good. The Overload is a little bit of a penalty, in that you have to pay that 1 effectively again next turn, in a sense. But you combine it with Unbound Elementals. I'm sure that's a very standard deck. A bunch of Unbound Elementals and a bunch of stuff with Overload. Maybe there's other stuff that combos with Overload as well. I haven't seen it yet. Lots of Battle Rages, but they are just uncommon cards. Knife Juggler. Oh, this is the second one of these. Still strikes me as kind of cool. Oh, Divine Shield for everyone. It's not Paladin only. Deadly Shot. Keeper of the Grove. Druid spell with another choice. I guess, is this choice thing very common as a druid? Which would make sense, because druids in WoW are flexible. They can shapeshift and do dramatically different things. I'm seeing these choices, this is a very druidy kind of thing. They're probably not as cost effective, but flexible. So, he's a creature, and when he comes into play, deal 2 damage or silence a minion. Presumably this is a battle cry effect. He's expensive, a 2/4 for 4. But being able to come in and deal 2 damage instantly, that seems like it's got a pretty high value to me. Ish. Another Sorcerer's Apprentice, which I'm sure is great in the mage deck, because, I mean, you're going to be dealing a lot of damage with the fireballs. Yeah, no, I'm sure lots of Sorcerer's Apprentices are standard in mage decks. They must be. Well, maybe not must, but they probably are. Whether they're good or not, I don't know, but they're probably common, is what I mean to say.
Legendary.
My first legendary! Look at that! Oh, so cool with the dragon. This is a 7/5 for 7, playable by any class. Baron Geddon, man from Molten Core. At the end of your turn, deal 2 damage to all other characters. That means yourself, all your minions other than Baron Geddon, but also the enemy hero and the enemy's minions. I gotta think he's pretty good most of the time. I mean, unless you've got, you're playing a deck that involves swarming with a bunch of your own minions. He's a good board reset too. I'll have to put him in my first deck. I mean, how can I resist my first legendary? Armor Smith is my rare. Whenever a friendly minion takes damage, this gains 1 armor. Wow, if you could give this girl Taunt. She's only 2 for a 1/4. She almost has Taunt to start off with, because you're going to be encouraged to attack her. It's kind of a soft taunt. Actually, that works pretty well. Yeah, you wouldn't want her to have Taunt, because you... Yeah, because it means the other minions wouldn't be getting attacked except by spells or whatever. I mean, yeah. So, soft taunt, but not a hard taunt. It doesn't hard protect like your other sort of powerful but squishy creatures, but it sort of does indirectly. Noble Sacrifice. Secret, when an enemy attacks, summon a 2/1 defender as the new target. Oh, that's cool. And it's technically a real creature, a real minion, although at a 2/1 it won't live. It will deal some damage back. Rare is another Knife Juggler. More Thought Steal. More Cone of Cold. I'm not sure if I already had 2 or what. I don't know if I have 2 or 3 now. Almost done the decks. Or the packs. And then we will start constructing things. Repentance. When an opponent plays a minion, reduce its health to 1.
Golden
I like
Common.
Golden Common. Whenever... Oh, yeah, it's another Scavenging Hyena. Mark of Nature. Yeah, these druid things. Choose one. Give a minion +4 attack or +4 health and taunt. I like it. Lightning Storm with Overload. Deal 2 to 3 damage to all enemy minions. Enemy minions. 2 or 3. It's like... It's going to be random, just to screw you all those times when you need it to do 3. But it's still better than something that only ever does 2. And another Slam. Circle of Healing. Thought Steal. Misdirection. When a character attacks your hero, instead he attacks another random character, which might be one of your minions, but it could also be one of his own minions. Potentially the hero itself. I love that effect of opening it up. God damn Cold Light Oracle! What is this bullshit? And it's not like I've gotten that many other Murlocs. I don't even know if... No, I think I've gotten one Thrallmar Farseer. Epic! Ice Block. When your hero takes fatal damage, prevent it and become immune this turn. That's a lot of secrets. And Light Spawn. It's too bad it's expensive. It's a 5/5 for 4 that is quickly going to lose a lot of hit points. Although, you're playing a priest, which means there's a good chance you can re-heal this guy. Potentially even give him actual health bonuses. That's true. Druid of the Claw. I keep looking at the Ironbeak Eagles and Owls, and I can't decide if he's really good or not. Betrayal. I do like Betrayal. Here's my rare. Ooh, Abomination. I did get an Abomination before. And a 4/4 with Taunt and a cool Death Rattle, even though it hurts your own dudes. We'll combo him with Baron Geddon or something. And Wrath. That's my first Wrath, even though it's just an uncommon. You know, I've got like 15 freaking Murloc Oracles, of course, but my first Wrath. 3 damage to a minion or 1 damage and draw a card. Love it. Love it. You can use it to kill a squishy or something that's like a 5/1 and then get a card back. Fantastic. Mark of Nature, okay. I like it. Although I may already have enough of those, I'm not sure. Power of the Wild. I don't know if this is my second or third or fourth. Rare is Sun Fury Protector. Battlecry. Gives adjacent minions taunt. Plural. So it could give 2 minions taunt. Very nice. Potentially. I mean, unless it's a minion that you don't want to have taunt because you don't want it to be attacked. While you have something else. Gold Uncommon. Oh, wow. It's got the art that's animated too. I hadn't noticed that on any of the other golds. Cone of Cold. Okay. I think we're totally good on Cone of Cold. So we might be overly good. Spellbreaker. All right. Rare. Counterspell. When your opponent casts a spell, counter it. Love it. I'm worried about playing mages because I suspect because they're the thing that you learn in tutorial, a lot of people are going to stick with mages. There's going to be like a higher percentage of them. But I like all the secrets and things of the mages. I like the mage mechanic a lot. So we'll see how many mages we run into. Rare. Misdirection. Okay, another one of those. Lots of traps for the hunters too, including the rare ones. Epic! Hey, another hunter trap. When one of your minions is attacked, summon 3 1/1 snakes. The last pack, ladies and gentlemen. That $50 went really fast. I better keep playing this game. Mana Worm. Whenever you cast a spell, gain +1 attack. I don't think we've gotten one of those before. And a Blizzard. Excellent. Yeah, so the mage sort of... we've got at least 2 Blizzards now, even though they're rare. I think we've got 2 Blizzards, we've got enough Cone of Colds, we've got a few other things, we've got the freeze mechanics, we've got the thing that does damage when something's already frozen. Oh, Wisp, that's new. Costs 0 and it's a 1/1. I mean, at this point, like, it's a card advantage thing. You're still spending a card for getting just a 1/1. But it can help with some speed. And potentially anything else, any deck that has a lot of cards where it's like, when you play a minion, get X, well then, things like Wisp would be handy. Interesting, again, that's our first one. We got a pretty uneven distribution of things. Alright, so we're going to put a cut in here. When we come back, we're going to start building a deck. We're also going to pay attention to our little shaky crafting mode here because there is a limit to how many cards, a number of copies of one card you can have in one deck, and we are above that for certain cards, so we will disenchant them and see what we can get in terms of magic dust. Okay, see you next time, folks.